everyone! So today I'll be showing you how to create this super cute butterfly garland bracelet that I designed myself. This bracelet is super cool, and with Easter coming up kind of soon, this bracelet would be really cool to wear on Easter when you go find Easter eggs or anything, and it is very festive. I really like how this looks. I love all the butterflies and stuff. So now without further ado, let's get started. So for this design, you will need any type of loom, your hook, one C-clip, and bands for the space between the butterfly's antenna, and the butterfly's body. So you will need 3 colors, one for each of those things, and then as many colors as you'd like for the wings and the details on the wings of the butterfly. And now without further ado, we can get started. So I'm going to start at the top of my loom with my arrow pointing down. And first I'm going to take the color of my antenna for my butterfly garland bracelet. This is going to be the color of the antenna, so put that going vertically. Now you're going to take the color of the body of your butterfly, put that vertically, and then the color of the space in between each butterfly, which for me is white. You're going to continue this color pattern all the way down to the bottom of your loom, only on this middle pin here, or this middle pin bar here. So I'm going to continue doing this black, green, white pattern. And continue this pattern. Okay, so I've now finished my pattern going down my loom here, and we can now start putting on the butterfly wings on here. So first I'm going to take my first color and start on this pin where the black and green bands intersect each other. And then I'm going to create kind of an X figure with a V on the top and then an upside down V on the bottom to make this sort of X figure right here, like that. Next, I'm going to go ahead and scoot down my loom and find the next pin where a black and green band intersect each other, which for me is this pin right here. So basically you skip 2 pins and go to the 3rd pin. Take your next color, go outwards, outwards, like that. I'm going to scoot my loom down, skip 2 pins, and go to the 3rd pin, or find the pin where the black and green bands intersect each other, and then take my next color, like that. Then finally I have the last black and green intersection here on the bottom of my loom. So I'm going to go ahead and finish that. And I do have a wall back here that is blocking my loom from moving any further, so I'm going to have to turn my loom so you all can see. And put on the butterfly wings. Like that. So now I have my full loom full of all my butterflies, and we have one last step, which is putting cap bands. Now cap bands are going to go on the outer 2 pin bars where we have bands on the 2 pins. So I'm going to go ahead and take the color that I want for the outside rings to be on the butterfly's wings, and I'm going to wrap it around this pin. I'm going to wrap the cap band around the pin 3 times, so around that one, and you're going to do that to all 4 corners of the butterfly's wings. So wrap that around 3 times, like that. Do it for the next one. Cap band wrap around 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. Go down to my next one, wrap it around 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. So wrap each cap band around for a total of 3 rings on each pin. And lastly, I have to turn my loom again. Okay, so I've now finished adding cap bands all throughout my loom. If you're not to this point yet, then you might want to pause the video here. Otherwise, we're going to go ahead and proceed to the hooking process. Now, before we proceed, we need to add another cap band to the bottom of our loom on the very, very last pin here, which in my case is white, and I'm just going to take a white band and wrap it around the pin. Most people wrap their cap bands around twice. I like wrapping mine around 3 times, but it's just a personal preference because this is just as what's going to hold the end of your design together. So you can wrap that around 2 or 3 times. It's just whatever you prefer. I'm doing 3. And you can stretch it to this pin over here just to make the hooking easier, like that, or you can leave it onto the pin like that. So whatever you'd like to do. So now we're going to go ahead and start the hooking process. So I'm going to take my hook, and yes, this is the new Rainbow Loom Web Store's metal tipped hook. It is currently not available right now just because the stock isn't in yet, but as soon as it's in, we will be having it up at the Rainbow Loom Web Store. And yeah, and for those of you who are wondering why I do have it first, it's because I am the niece of the creator of Rainbow Loom, and my dad helps my uncle out sometimes, and my uncle sent us some so that way we could try these out. And I think this hook is really high quality. I tried breaking it and I couldn't bend it at all I did was get the imprint of the hook on my thumb. So yeah, this is a really great hook. So anyways, let's get started with the hooking process. So first, we're actually going to hook all the butterfly wings first. So I'm going to start on this left pin on my first butterfly that is closest to the bottom of my loom, and I'm going to stick my hook inside the cap band and hook this over to the middle pin. Now I'm going to go to the right side, hook this band over to the middle pin, and then I'm going to go to this top cap band here, go inside, grab the butterfly wing, and hook it to the middle pin. Do the same thing to the right side, go inside the cap band, pick up the band, hook it to the middle pin, like that. You're going to do this for all the butterflies on your loom, and then after that you can do the single chain running down the middle. But for now, just do all the butterfly wings that are on your loom. So basically everything that gets hooked goes inside to the middle pin that is in the middle of the butterfly. Okay, to the next butterfly. And my last butterfly here. Okay, so I've now hooked all the butterflies, and if you are not done yet, go ahead and pause the video here. Otherwise, we're going to go ahead and proceed with the hooking process. And so now I'm going to scoot back down to the very bottom of my loom, and we are going to hook the single chain that runs down the middle of our loom. And this part is fairly easy. So basically, you're just going to start at the bottom, go inside your cap band, pick up the single band, hook it forward. Easy as that. So you're going to keep hooking the single chains all the way down your loom. Make sure you go inside all the bands when you're hooking the black antenna bands. Okay, so I've now finished hooking the whole single chain link that goes down my loom. If you're not done yet with that, go ahead and pause the video here. Otherwise, we can now take this off of our loom. Now remember that our loose end is on this pin at the top here, so leave everything on this pin on and take everything else off. And this is what you should have now, and I think this looks really good so far. Now, I'm going to show you how to make an extension for this that is the same design, so that way you have butterflies going all around your whole entire wrist instead of 4 butterflies plus a single chain connecting the rest. So we're going to go ahead, start with our loom's arrows pointing down again, and start the hooking process again, and start putting the bands on again. So I'm first going to take white and go diagonally towards this right pin, since obviously we can't go vertically. Then I'm going to take black, then green, white, and you're going to continue the pattern of your space between the butterflies, and then go with your antenna, your body color, then the space between the butterflies again, then your antenna, your body color, and the space between the butterflies again. So basically it's the same pattern we did earlier the first time we put this single chain on our loom, except we are starting with a white band instead of a black band at the beginning. So now when you get to the bottom of your loom, obviously we can't finish off with a white band because we don't have any more pins down here. So what you're going to do, take a single white band and go off of this pin onto the right. Just go that way, like that. Pause the video here if I've gone too fast for you, and we're going to go ahead and transfer this onto the bottom of our loom. So take your hook, pick up this butterfly string that you have so far, and you're going to attach it to the bottom of your loom onto this pin right here. Like that. So that way you have now connected this string onto this pin. And now you're going to go ahead and put on the rest of the wings for your butterflies' bodies. So I'm going to go ahead and start on the first intersection where my black and green bands intersect together. Start with my neon green bands. Now find the next intersection of my black and green bands. Go to my next intersection of black and green bands. My next intersection of black and green bands here. Oops, flung that across my desk. And there. So now I have finished putting all the butterflies' wings on my loom, and I'm going to go ahead and start putting on the cat bands on the 4 corners of my butterfly wings. So first I'm going to start at the top of my loom, take my color and wrap it around the pin 3 times. Take my next color of band, the same color actually, wrap it around the pin 3 times. Next color, wrap it around my pin 3 times. 2 and 3. So you're going to continue this down to the bottom of your loom, wrapping cat bands on the 4 corners of your butterfly wings, and you're going to wrap it around for a total of 3 rings around your pins. My camera is running out of batteries, and so I am going to go ahead, turn my camera off, and finish putting on the cat bands, and then I will be back to show you how to do the hooking process. So I've now finished putting cap bands on all 4 corners of each butterfly, and each cap band is wrapped around the pin 3 times. So I have a total of 3 loops on each pin. And so now I'm going to show you how to start the hooking process, although you probably should know how since I showed you earlier. But remember, first we go ahead and hook the wings of the butterfly. So start on the left, bottom left, go to the right and hook everything to the middle pin. Inwards like this, and my cap band fell off, and hook onto the pin. Now my cap band fell off, but that's okay. It won't really affect anything in my bracelet. But go ahead and continue hooking all the wings of the butterfly. So move on to the next one above and do the hooking process. Hook all the bands to the middle. You want everything to move from the outside to the middle. Like that. Upwards. Okay, so I've now finished hooking all the wings on my butterfly. If you are not to this point yet, please pause the video. If not, I'm going to show you how to continue on to do the single chain. So first I'm going to start at the bottom of my loom, and I'm just going to pull this out a little bit, my chain extension that I've added on, just so that way I can easily pick up the white band in here, hook it upwards like that. Now just hook the single chain that runs down the middle of your loom. So just take a band, pick it up, and move it upwards. Oh, pretty simple. Okay, so I've now finished hooking all the single chains, and if you are not to this point yet, go ahead and pause the video. If not, you're going to go ahead, go to the top of your loom, take your C-clip and attach it to the very last band that you hooked, and then you can remove that from the pin. And now you can remove everything that is on your loom, so that way you can have your finished butterfly garland bracelet. All you have to do now is connect both ends of your bracelet together. So find your cap band and your C-clip on the other end of your bracelet, and slide the cap band into your C-clip. Like that. And you have now finished this really, really cool butterfly garland bracelet. So I really hope you guys like this design. Once again, it is my own original design. I think this bracelet is super cool and it has a really unique look to it. And the springtime is going to be up next month at the time of me filming this. And this bracelet is really cool to wear with any Easter outfit or anything that would go great with the time of year. So don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if it helped you out. And also press the subscribe button for more videos. I am now posting videos on Tuesdays and Fridays, and I currently have my 10,000 subscribers giveaway going on right now. Go ahead and check that video out. It is on my channel, and I recently got a Facebook and a Twitter account, so I will link those in the description box below. Don't forget to follow me on both, and my username is tutorialsbya, I think, for both. And I also have Instagram and Pinterest, which I've had for a while. That's also in the description box below. And finally, I am now done talking, and I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!